Sometimes the most profound wisdom, the kind that can really change your day, comes in the simplest package. Today, we're going to look at just that, a single, powerful sentence that could totally shift how you manage your mind.
So let me ask you this. Does this sound familiar? You wake up, you're having a great morning, feeling optimistic, ready to go, and then one tiny thing happens. Stray thought, small annoyance, and bam, the whole day just feels off, right? If you've ever felt like your mood just runs the show, well, then you're in the right place. All right, so let's get right into it. For pretty much all of us, there's this constant battle, this war, really, happening right inside our own heads. It's this push and pull between two totally different ways of feeling.
I mean, one minute you're feeling sharp, you're focused, maybe even feeling generous and kind. And then the next, you're annoyed, you're worried, or just foggy. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster, isn't it? And man, it is exhausting trying to force yourself to stay on the good side all the time. So what's the secret? How do we actually navigate this internal battlefield?
Well, there's this really powerful piece of wisdom that gives us a super simple but profound way to look at all this. And it all starts by just giving these two warring states a name.
Okay, so the source we're looking at introduces these two core ideas, wholesome and unwholesome. A really good way to think about them is like two radio stations your mind can tune into. At any moment, you're on one channel or the other. One station is crystal clear, and the other? It's just a bunch of static. So first up, we've got wholesome. Think of these as the wholesome, the skillful, the clear states of mind. You know that feeling when you're totally in the zone with your work? That's wholesome. Or a spontaneous moment of kindness, or even just sitting with a cup of coffee and feeling genuinely appreciative. Those states, they feel light, they feel constructive, they feel right.
And then, on the flip side, you've got unwholesome. These are the unwholesome, unskillful states. And we all know these ones, right? It's that flash of rage when someone cuts you off in traffic. It's that little sting of envy when you're scrolling through Instagram. It's that heavy fog of anxiety about a big deadline. These states are cloudy, they're reactive, and boy, do they just suck the energy right out of you.
Okay, so now we have names for these things. We can identify them. That's a huge first step. But the real question is, what do you actually do when you find yourself caught in that cloudy acoglossal state? Well, the advice here is brilliantly direct.
And this is what I love about it, the sheer simplicity. It doesn't tell you to sit down and analyze the thought or debate with it or feel guilty for having it. Nope. It just says when an unwholesome state shows up, drop it. Let it go. And do it fast. See, this isn't about pretending it's not there. It's about being wise. I mean, holding on to that irritation, it's only going to ruin your day, right? Not theirs.
So it really boils down to this super practical two-step process. Step 1, just notice. Recognize it. Oh, hello, frustration. There you are. That's Angerson. And that's it. Step 2, abandon it. Just let it go. Without judgment, without delay. You don't build this whole soap opera around it. The best analogies I've heard is it's like picking up a hot coal. You don't stand there analyzing it, wondering where it came from. You just drop it, instantly.
But here's the thing. Just learning to drop the bad thoughts, that's only half of it. The source we're pulling from has an even deeper insight that, honestly, is a total game changer. This is where it gets really interesting.
So you might be thinking, okay, I get it. The goal is to live in wholesome all the time and just get rid of unwholesome for good. And that makes sense, but it's not quite the full picture. Because chasing the good and fighting the bad, well, that's still a fight, isn't it? The real freedom, the real peace is found one level deeper.
And here it is. This is the absolute core of the whole thing. Neither the good states nor the bad states are actually you. That flash of anger you felt earlier, that wasn't you. That amazing burst of inspiration, that also wasn't fundamentally you. So, if they're not you, what in the world are they?
They are simply a condition of the mind. That's it. They're just passing events like clouds floating by. This is the ultimate reframe, because once you stop identifying with every thought and feeling that pops up, you stop being their prisoner. You can feel a moment of irritation without becoming an irritated person. And that space right there, that's the key to so much. Less stress, better connections with people, you name it.
I know. That idea can feel a little out there, a little abstract. So let's bring it down to earth with a metaphor that makes this crystal clear. I want you to think of yourself not as the weather, but as the sky. See, all your thoughts, the good Kusan ones and the not-so-good Akusan ones, they're just visitors. They're just passing through your awareness. They show up, maybe hang out for a little while, and then they're gone. They're not permanent residents. They don't own the place.
The unwholesome Akusan states, those are the storm clouds, the rain, the fog. The wholesome Kusan states, that's the bright sunshine, the clear blue days. And just like the weather, this stuff is always changing, right? Sometimes minute by minute. But through it all, there's one thing that never, ever changes.
You aren't the storm. You are the sky. You are that vast, open, unchanging awareness that holds all of it. Think about it. The sky isn't damaged by a thunderstorm, is it? And it doesn't try to desperately hold on to a sunny day. It just allows it all to happen, to pass through. And when you really get this, it means you can go into a stressful meeting or a tough conversation and not get totally swept away. You can remain that calm, open space where the chaos is just happening. So the next time you feel a storm brewing inside, just remember this. You're the sky. You get to decide whether you get swept up in the weather or just let it pass on by. So here's the final question for you. If you are the sky, what weather are you going to let pass today?